Day 21, bagged and tagged, motherfucker. That's right. That's week 3 is supposed to be in the lore of quitting smoking. Week 3 is a lot of times what you hear. You know, it takes 21 days to get that out of your system. Everyone's a fucking doctor. Everyone's got mother's home remedies. But yeah, 21 days is always since the first time I remember trying to quit smoking in 1994, I'm guessing. I remember it was right after the whole Bobby Barnett thing, because I was another girl I was in love with, the perfectly good stuffed animals girl, Christina Sparolini, who is a midwife in Seattle now and doesn't return my calls. Well, I don't have her number, but my Facebooks. She used to come out when we were in Seattle. I remember we were going through a vintage suit phase at the time around then.
Underground, or was that Giggles?
That was the one we went out with her and her friend.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember anything about it other than they weren't drinking, and I can't wait to get the fuck out of dinner, because you used to drink a little bit, and then you stopped drinking at all, and then you stopped smoking cigarettes, and then I just was a fucking worthless piece of shit around you. But you did make me funny. I love you, Christine, but those days are over. Ever since you've spent years avoiding me, I've decided to move on. Anyway, I'm with my good friend Ggreg Chaille here in the funhouse full of fucking booze because I had to go out and I just keep buying all these accoutrements because we keep finding every recipe we find has one little thing. Campari. Okay, let's fucking $27 a fucking bottle. We're gonna have one stupid drink out of it. We're drinking these silly drinks for at least a fucking year. They're going with my suit. You see, I think that's where you draw the line with hipster. Like if I'm wearing those dumb suits on stage and I'm also drinking a Pink Lady, then that's like you're trying to be a fucking hipster. You go, no. It's a funny suit. But yeah, when you double up with the funny drink.
I'm trying not to smoke.
Yeah, when you fucking you dress up like Darth Vader, but you also use the voice even when you don't have the costume. There's boundaries, and I don't know what they are. But when we're home, nobody sees us, so we can drink these fruity things all the time. Drink them on off podcasting days. Hey, you know what? People who keep telling me we're gonna miss that daily podcast, I'm gonna kind of miss doing it because. I get some shit going on right now. There's nothing worse than having news that you can't tell. Well, you know, you don't say anything. You got to sit on this for a while. Don't tell me till I can tell it. Just don't fucking tell me stuff.
Meaning Hannigan, just pipe down.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have to tell me stuff because I got to agree to it. But it's still, I hate the fucking don't say anything because why? Because why? What's going to be that much different?
Well, you can see this thing.
No, I don't.
No, come on.
I don't even think, shush. I don't even think that, it's probably not a big deal to other people. But point is, I like having things like the podcast to do so I don't have to work on actual creative projects or things I promised myself I'd do for years. Well, yeah, you know, I got to fucking get my shit together for the podcast tonight, and that means picking out, what goes into a Blue Hawaiian, because that's what we're drinking tonight here in the Funhouse, Blue Hawaiians, and that has blue shit in it. God, fucking Mitch Mulaney. Does anyone remember that comic? He was a cool dude. And I remember working with him in Texas once, and he was talking about having to order girly drinks at a bar. All right, it wasn't a fucking groundbreaking premise, but he said he had to buy a fucking blue something. Let's say it was Blue Hawaiian. So yeah, I need 2 beers and 2 shots of Jack Daniels and a Blue Hawaiian. A what? Blue Hawaiian. What's in that? I don't know. Put transmission fluid in the fucking thing. Just make it blue, all right? Something to that effect. For a while, he had a show for a minute, kind of like Tom Rhodes. He had some like teacher. He was a teacher show. Like Rhodes had the same premise on like the WB, and it was one of those guys you thought, oh, he went off the road. He just went into TV, and then you hadn't heard his name in a while, and you don't watch the WB or UPN, whatever they become. And so you Google him, and then, he fucking died of a stroke. Wow, when he was like 35 or something.
For real?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, a long time ago. Like it was years after whatever happened to that Mitch Mulaney? He was a great guy.
It was the Blue Hawaiians.
Yeah, fucking Blue Hawaiians. Well, I think at the end of this, for the last night, I might drink our version of a bar mat. You said they're called what?
A Hairy Buffalo?
Buffalo?
I'm sure it's regional. They have different names.
Yeah, you drain out the fucking bar mat of all the spilled drinks.
The mat, like that little 3-inch mat that
on the bar.
Yeah, and they just take that and pour that. And I think it was usually, Tracy was telling me, she was a bartender for many years. She said that you would usually pour that to some asshole who's like, hey,
I'll let you
whatever you got, you pick it. And it's like, what do you want? Whatever. And then she would just, yeah.
So, but my version of that is going to be just the ends of bottles. Football season, people come over and they fucking drink and they're welcome to it. I have a fully stocked bar and they fucking drink and they will drink down to just like a quarter of an inch or a half an inch of whatever the thing is, and they don't want to be the guy to finish it.
To kill the bottle.
Yeah, so they just leave that, and then no one wants to drink it because it's not even enough for a full fucking drink, and I don't want to throw it away because it's just something that's wrong about throwing away any amount of alcohol. If there's a half of a shot in a plastic jug of fucking $9 vodka, I will pour that into my morning orange juice rather than throw it away.
Absolutely.
If I'm sick from alcohol, I'd still rather drink it than dump it.
Rub it on a mosquito bite rather than throw it away.
Fucking weird.
You know what? On the break, what we should do is we should just gather the bottles so we have an idea of how many there are.
There was 2 bottles of Tuaca because only Mikey Palmer and Chris Dunwoody would drink Tuaca, and only then randomly. There were 2 bottles of Tuaca with about a shot and a half to 2 shots left, and I married those 2. So I'm sure we'll find a Tuaca drink.
Tuaca's good by itself. Tracy and I used to drink
it
up at
It's really
Coots.
good.
Oh my
God.
God.
I bet it mixes with something. I want to fucking do more days in the hole. Like this is like 8 or 9 fucking songs left, drinks left.
I leave on Saturday, and
I'm going to have fucking Brian Hennigan here, and he's not going to be a trooper and want to make drinks. He's not all happy and glad to do stuff. I mean, he'll drink them with me and he'll have fun on the podcast, but
save the shots.
It's when the mic is off. Where's the fucking team spirit then? Fucking slipshod Schmenigan. By the way, it's always if you're talking about the filthy uncut Scotsman, it's always fucking slap happy Slenigan. It's always 2 syllables. Slap shot. Schlummigan. However, that's the
3 and 3 is what it.
Yeah.
So give his
ding dong Denigan, whatever.
Give his Twitter.
It's at Mr. Hennigan. Yeah, you guys did. You did gang up on Chad Shank quite a bit, but you did kind of take. Most of you said the exact same thing that I said, and the key is to everyone find a unique reason that he has to come on. Like everyone went, "Hey, the podcast sucks without you." I did say that, but I mean say something like that. If enough people have it, so fuck with the filthy uncut Scotsman.
This is very valuable training.
I want to make sure he's in the proper fucking spirits when he takes over for Chaille, because those are going to be my tender years coming out of the fucking. I have to reassimilate to society coming out of the trailer, and I'm going to be switched from the good manager, the tour manager, to the evil manager, the guy that makes me do projects so he can make a living manager. And he's not the guy that sits around and looks up beverages. And I'm going to get a muddler so we can crush cherries and mints in the bottom of a glass. And I'm going to do that all afternoon. No, he has other shit to do. I'll be back. I'm going to the vegan restaurant in town. I'm going to work on my computer.
No, your phone. Your phone's on. It just went. Bloop.
I don't care if my phone's on. Stop it.
All right. All right. There was a day.
There's this other thing. Maybe we'll fucking break out shots tonight. We bought this. This is.
It seemed like a joke.
Yeah. It almost sounded good. When I looked at it, it looked like a joke. Then I read it and I go,
in my head, it sounds delicious.
It's Choco Vine. It is the taste of Dutch chocolate and fine red wine. It's chocolate wine.
But see, you already know there's no way there's fine red wine in there. There's no way. Not even fine Dutch chocolate. But the idea,
it says so.
But come on, Stanhope.
At first, when I read that and I looked at it because it's obviously chocolate colored.
Yeah.
But I thought with
Looks
the
like
red wine, I was thinking, berries and dark chocolate go good together. So I'm just thinking red, and I'm like, wine is not really like a berry. Wine is more like wine, and it's not like eating a berry. But there's still, when I had that image, it still sounded like could be flavorful. And what queered me, bought it anyway, because I was on a fucking spree. And just finding something different at Safeway.
Oh, this is more fun than buying Rose's Lime.
Right.
Or grenadine.
What really kills the whole thing is the name, because it's Choco Vine. 2 words. Like it's missing a hyphen. That's the only way you could make it creepier, is Choco Vino, Choco Vine. 2 words. And you go, that's fucking terrible.
They should play up like the playful that sounds weird. They should play up the flirtatiousness of it, and not like premium chocolate and premium wine. Like where are they taking the premium chocolate? In Belgium? Are they taking it to this factory to make fucking wine?
No. You never know.
Come
All right,
on.
well, we'll see at the end of this podcast. We're going to start out the podcast with Chaille's Corner, because we've had some few issues.
Should I put like a technical or a news drop, like background music?
Welcome to Chaille's Corner. I don't know. Yeah, you can drop whatever in there. Hey, that song you just dropped in there. I can't wait to
That's
hear
the
it.
new one.
Yeah. First of all, Chaille, and this has been going on for a week or 10 days, maybe.
Apparently, yeah.
I mean, since the first guy, we said, hey, fuck you. Obviously, our podcast cannot stop your iPod.
Your iPhone or whatever.
But then again, we got like 50 more fucking people.
I didn't get any. I got 2.
I get them.
I got the first one yesterday. All
right. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people saying, hey, what's going on? This podcast that makes my iPhone freeze up. So several people have said that. And I guess currently we don't have any fucking idea. So if that's happening to you, tweet at Ggreg Chaille, Chaille. That's Ggreg, Chaille, at Ggreg Chaille, and tell him what kind of device, what else?
Well, it would help. It would help when I open a ticket with our server that we know the device that you're listening to it on, if you're listening through iTunes or Stitcher or whatever, and anything else, like what episode specifically. That would be great. Those 3 things.
Great. All right. That's one thing. Second thing, and there you have a couple of stories. We'll try to keep them brief. But Chaille, as you know, handles all the merchandise. So,
well, I'm the only one bringing in money right now.
Yeah, sure. Well, good. You got to take care of your own. Take care of that wife over there doing her fucking Pilates in the suicide house. So you take your and I want nothing to do with it. If something's gonna be signed, Chaille puts his shit in front of my face and gives me a silver pen, and I just like a robot.
Like the elephant that paints.
Yeah, right. I swirl my trunk around a silver Sharpie.
We don't even like trust you
making my mark.
We don't even trust your trunk to hold it. So we duct tape the pen to your hand.
So he goes over there and occasionally, there's no businesses without problems. If fucking thing gets crunched in the mail or whatever, a thing gets late, you put the wrong fucking address on your PayPal, and you're like, oh, I never got the thing. Well, it came back. It said UPS tried 3 times at 421 Crestview. I haven't lived there in fucking 10 years. Well, tell your PayPal. Don't tell us. It's not like we knew you 10 years ago. But Chaille deals with these problems. Tell him about the fucking one guy.
Which one?
The first guy, and you told me about the second one just now.
The poster?
Yeah, the poster.
Yeah, the guy, I said, that we have the posters, and you sign all the posters that we have. They're left over from the last Gasp Tour 2014, and we put them online. And these are road posters. There's a little wear, and I probably should have mentioned that, but someone, emailed me and said,
"There's not fucking puke on them. There might be a little."
And there are ones that are ripped and things. I pull them out of there, but he wanted a refund and said that he's paid.
You are fastidious in your fucking work ethic, and fastidious is not even a word that I read.
Punctilious.
Fastidious is a word I knew.
Yes,
if I'm right.
You should know punctilious. Go. So he wants a refund, and then I just push back on it and go, okay, just send it back. And then Doug's like, I told him about it, and he goes like, guaranteed that's not going to happen. And ends up, the guy says, no, I'll keep it. And no, that's not what happened, is it?
Yeah, no, this guy.
No, this guy.
Hang on. This guy, he did like, I know this because I'm the fucking asshole to every, and then they put the supervisor on the phone, and then you're somehow placated, and he knows the game and I know the game, but now I get to yell at a supervisor. Now it's all out of me because I get to yell at someone who made more money. Point is, this guy, it's just Chaille's like, all right, I'll just send your money back. And then because he didn't fight with him, the guy's like, oh, it's all right. I thought it'd be in better condition. Don't worry about it. But then Chaille's like, all right, I'll give you $5 back because there's something with the shipping. You had 2 different items shipped and bitched about the price of the shipping.
As if it was the poster.
That's the combination of 2 prices of shipping because they ship separately. And then I'll give you your $5 back. And so everything's good now. He met the guy's demands with the $5 back. But then,
we put the last gasp T-shirts on sale because we got to get rid of them.
And that was the other item he had already bought before it went on sale.
And he says, "Oh, hey, thanks for the refund. And can I get $10 back now that the last gasp T-shirts have gone on sale and we're still negotiating this?"
Yeah, he acts like there's some kind of legal precedent that's been set. So because we've been emailing in the process of when this went on sale,
we're still not done with the transaction.
This is shit you pull at Target.
Yeah.
And so Chaille just wrote back, no. And another guy, quickly, because you just told me this one.
Which one was it?
Some guy that just had some other
he's
order.
Returning a shirt because it's the wrong color. And it's like, but the color, there's a picture.
He expected black.
And it says charcoal.
Yeah, with a picture.
But I didn't say charcoal gray, I guess.
No, fucking charcoal is charcoal.
But there's a picture that's gray, clearly gray. And I said, send it back. I'm paying for the shipping to bring it back.
No, that's okay.
No,
and this is
I'm paying for the shipping, bringing it back. You're not happy? Bring it back. I don't need a fucking tweet going to Mr. Stanhope.
No, that's my point. I just told Chaille, people pull this bullshit because we're fucking very decent people. If something gets fucked up, I remember when Mother would fucking send orders. I don't know if I told you this, but Mother would send orders when she took care of my merch. And like, I'd get a fucking email. I'm on the road. And someone would go, I ordered something in July. This is turning like towards football season now. I ordered something with and it never showed up. And I'd call Ma. I go, Ma, you fucking up to date on the shipping? Because I got a couple of emails. And she's like, I'm going to get to them. She goes, she would say this. She goes, I remember when you would order something on television, it would always say, wait 6 to 8 weeks for shipping. And I go, Ma, that was in the fucking 70s. Like, that doesn't work anymore. Well, they should fucking know. And she was belligerent. And if that happened, I'd just like, all right, here, give them extra DVDs and CDs and make up for this because you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's just fucking unacceptable.
Well, and today.
Yeah, so yeah, if we fuck stuff up, I can't tell you how much free shit I've given away when something's been fucked up and it's our fault. But you start pulling this fucking nickel-dimey, I'm fucking gonna go yell at the Target guy with us, you can suck a fucking dick. Oh, I thought it was gonna be black, I want a refund? What, you fucking eat that. You wear that till it's fucking, you get some shoe polish, dick. Because fucking Chaille, he's like, I told him to send it back. I go, no. What you do, if someone's being a fucking taint like that, being a little scab scratcher, what you do, Chaille, is you go, okay, let me turn you over to my supervisor.
Okay.
And then you send me the email and let me go fucking public with it. I'll put them on my website.
All right.
Hey, you fucking mendicant. Don't you listen to the podcast? You'd know what that word means. Can't you read the fucking simple print of charcoal? Have you never cooked a fucking burger before over an open flame, you dunce cap? Stink Willie? Yeah, that's what you'll get. You fucking try to play these fucking. Can I get a rain check? Because I see that the shirt is on sale, and I get my checks on the first of the month. You know, that's when the government sends out the checks. So can I get a rain check? Do I need a slip? Can I get the tracking number to follow the tracking of the package as it sails across the Golden Plains? No. No, Chaille works his fucking ass off. In fact, there was a tweet I actually retweeted. Oh my God, I can't believe this came already. Someone got their shit immediately, because that's what you do. Instead of come over and fucking, hey, let's have some Sunday mimosas during the day. Those drinks don't count, and plus Sundays don't count. No, I can't. I can't, because I'm fucking stuffing envelopes
getting merch
all day.
ready for an early Monday delivery.
Well, hang on. We're still in negotiations, so technically that went on sale because it's not fucking Black Friday, cocksucker. How about, you know what? Send the shirt back. You don't deserve it. You don't fucking, no, you can't buy the shirt. Send it back. You'll get your money back, and you can never buy. Give us your Twitter address. You're blocked. You don't get to be a fan. You know what? I have what they call an underground fan base, a cult following. They have a lot of words for it. You know what it means?
Minions is a good
limited. And you know what? I'm putting a cap on it. There's no more allowed. I'm sorry. There's no room for you. There's no room for you and your fucking petty fucking nitpicking. So go suck an egg, pumpkinhead. That's what I say. Don't need you. Don't need your business. Okay, thank you. That's what. And everyone else, you know what? If there's ever a problem, there's a serious problem. You're not just being a fucking asshole about, I can't tell black from charcoal. I'm not wearing charcoal. People are going to call me a fruitcake if I wear charcoal. Something as fucking gay and frolicky as charcoal. I need a solid black. or my depressing friends going to call me light in the loafers.
You affected
nice
accent.
Charcoal there, light in the loafers.
What's that accent?
Flutter pants. I think it's Canadian. I'm not sure. I know it's not Hawaiian, but this blue Hawaiian. Oh my God, I'm getting the sweats. All right, and last for Chaille's corner, even though I'm doing most of your talking for you.
No, you should.
I get control.
I like the way you get to the point.
Hey, you know, it's fucking Todd Glass randomly out of the fucking blue. Direct messaged me on Twitter and said, hey, I'm proud of you. Go ahead. You just suck it up and take it. And because I don't take compliments well, or we don't as comics. And I go, I don't know specifically what you're referring to, but I know that I'm assuming it's because we've been talking a lot about you and your book on the podcast the last couple of days. He said, I had no idea you did that. I just saw your name in my phone and thought everyone needs positive affirmations every now and then. I go, well, how about that? Because we've been talking fucking shit about you. Fucking page 24 had a fucking belly laugh in it that I had to go read to all my friends. If you have nothing else, read fucking page 24 of Todd Glass's book, where he talks about shifting conversation so it wouldn't be about him. That is a really good belly laugh involving hot coffee and a baby. All right, kind of gave it away, right?
Not enough.
Yeah,
no,
not enough.
No, it's still good. It's still good.
It's just a line. I fucking laughed out loud, literally, and then went and had to read it to other people. So, yeah, say nice things. And when I say something nice about people, fucking tweet them every now. Hey, fucking Doug Stanhope was just singing your praises on the podcast. Because when someone compliments you to your face, it means shit.
Yeah,
because we've all done it. We've all watched someone on stage.
What's the angle?
And where you have to say something. And so you see someone eat shit on stage and fucking bury their face in a bowl of it, and then they walk off, and you go, hey, fucking good job, man. A tight crowd or whatever. You just you say some lie. So then every time someone says something nice to you in your face, you think that they feel like they have to say something, and they're lying. So when someone says something nice behind your back, that's a great thing. I always tell people, hey, fucking, this is, you know what? When you left the room last night, that fucking lady that was supposed to be with the fucking 3 arts, she were just saying how really fucking great it is and what a really, like, honest, real person, whatever they said, because they weren't there to hear it. So, yeah, pass on, do that. There's a nice thing you can do today.
Pay it forward.
Yeah, pass on a fucking behind the back compliment. Tell someone that, if they were saying nice things about you, you should know that, because they're right. The last thing I have, we have 2 more things. But this comes off of that. I told I think his name is Perry Adams. His Twitter handle is @AdamSmasher. Adam_Smasher. Get it, Adam?
Yeah, got it.
Like up and Adamant. That probably has nothing.
Up
Adam Smasher. Perry Adams. He ordered a T-shirt and accidentally hit it twice because it didn't load the first time. So he didn't know how to go about canceling the second order. So the first thing he does is tweet me.
Oh, that's good.
Like Twitter is like as though I read every fucking tweet I get. That's the best. Is there a way, like, if you were, I've never ordered a fucking T-shirt off my website.
I've ordered it plenty of times. So when people
Did we
tell
talk
me
about this on the air last night about going through the website?
No, we talked about it today.
Yeah, that's something I actually have to do, Perry, is actually go through my website as though I were just you. You're a fucking comic. By the way, Perry, you're a comic. Your fucking default photo is you was talking into a microphone with a curtain behind it. So you, of all people, should know your first course of action when you have some technical problem with the merchandise of an artist's site, the best thing to do first is probably not tweet the actual artist. If you're buying my T-shirt, probably means that I don't lick the envelope on that T-shirt when it goes out.
Neither do I.
The point is,
that's gross.
Again, it always comes back to that Todd Barry bit about, do you think the Stones go through this? Hey, Mick, I'm going to see you at the fucking amphitheater tonight and get off work at 6. Going to be a little hungry, won't have time to eat. Do you know if they serve hot dogs at the snack bar? There's no, I'm doing a disservice, but Todd Barry wrote the one bit that you always have to, in these situations, refer to. I don't fucking know. Chaille knows. Chaille will not let you buy the same T-shirt twice. You know why? Because he's kind of perceptive, and he'll see, oh, this guy ordered the exact same thing within 3 seconds of each other.
No, I'd send him. Absolutely. At the email he gets upon completion of the transaction, it says, if there's any issues, please, and I give my personal email address.
Yeah.
So if there is a problem, you have 2 emails now that tell you to contact me directly. And
right.
I'll see that.
So there is something that's pretty obvious to any halfwit that they don't go, oh, geez, I don't know any other way. Then tweet and hope for the best.
Tweet to you is like probably tweet to Santa Claus. That's probably quicker.
I used to have prank letters on my site. There's some shit I gotta go through the site.
It's on the site, all that stuff.
All that old shit. I remember one of the prank letters was because it was back when Dear Abby was still around, and I was a Dear Abby because you always mail to a P.O. box.
Yeah.
And I wrote a letter about how my baby is choking and I'm a busy mother. And
what do I do?
She's turning blue. And I don't know if to do the squeezy chesty thing or if it's because it's a baby, if that might be too rough. Hope to hear from you. Like people would write to Dear Abby with serious fucking problems. Every now and then you'd read the thing. And it'd be someone with, like, a serious problem. Like, you threw that into a fucking P.O. box and just sat there on a couch for weeks and months with your fingers crossed, hoping your letter would get selected. And that's kind of what you did when you tweeted me. If I weren't just sitting around doing nothing but figuring out how to have all the accoutrements for a blue Hawaiian ready by 7. I might not have seen that, and you might be walking around with 2 fat T-shirts, you pudgy fucking lard-faced Perry Adams. I hope you're funny.
Oh, you know that they're like XXX or 3X?
No, I just saw him. He looked a little pudgy. He's probably not. I mean, maybe he's fat like me. All right, that's enough for Chaille's Corner.
That's a long Chaille's Corner.
It was a long Chaille's Corner. Bingo sends her love and thanks you for all of your well wishes. I don't know if she ever goes to Twitter. I know she's not now because they're actually trying, from what I know, they're trying to make that video project work despite her face. I got to get new pictures of her face up because now it's turning
daily. You should
grotesque.
do
Yeah, I know, but she's been out all day. I think she's filming. I don't know. I don't try to break her stride. We had breakfast this morning with Lindy, and they were talking. Lindy is fucking funny, and I want to get Lindy on and try to, I don't know if there's any way of recreating that day where she was here last summer and we were hungover and we started doing mimosas. I don't think she was drinking, but other people were. There's a bunch of gals out there on the patio, and she had told a joke, and then like a street joke.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was like a Britney Spears knock joke or something.
Yeah.
It was oops, the knock. Oops, I think I did it again. But we started everyone was really kind of overtired and silly. Were you there?
Oh yeah.
And Tracy was there? Yeah, because I know there was mimosas going down. I think Gretchen was there. Well, whatever it was, we started telling like real dumb knock, screwing a light bulb, pedestrian, three,
like kids'
whatever's
jokes.
walking into a bar. But we're doing them like, all right, how would you do that if you're trying to sell that as like comedy material? Write that down for tomorrow, because if I can get her in here at any fucking point and just try to go over some, we were just killing. It was one of those mornings we can never recreate, because it was like this snot, fucking weeping tears, just laughing like a retarded child in a good way, like all the great things about retarded children. As Andy Andrus says, that's why we drink, to try to make us that happy. I paraphrase, but yeah, that would be fun to get her on and try to recreate some of that.
I think she can do it.
Yeah, I'm remembering a few,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to try to do it now. We got too much to do.
Man.
Her husband had it was just someone who misspoke, but it was a very funny story. I guess they live in like Riverton, Wyoming.
Out there.
It's real.
Well, you said it was 5 hours to get to the airport to fly here.
Yeah, it's like half an hour from Lander, which is you've been to. We played there, and you remember, it's not near anything. You can't even put how far in the fucking middle of nowhere this place is. And Riverton is the ugly. Lander's the kind of quaint, pretty one.
The artist kind of.
Yeah, Riverton is where all the fucking orange reflective vests hang up their fucking muddy boots in a Motel 2.
Barbecue out in front of the...
Yeah, $24.95 a night with color TV. Yeah.
RCA.
Now with soap. So that's where they live, and they have some kind of band, because they're musical. They're very talented people. They're the ones shooting this video. And so they, I guess, get a band together of some kind just to fuck around.
To do something.
Yeah, just to have an outlet to play. And I guess one guy joined because they had a crush on someone else in the band, and then they left, and then they're like, fuck this. So they have a drummer, and all he does is mope around and and say things like, yeah, I don't even feel like I belong. I feel like a fourth wheel here. Jeremy's going, that's a good thing.
It's called a car.
Yeah, the fourth wheel, that's kind of a crucial wheel.
It's a breakthrough.
Yeah. So he told the story. Just a general misspeak. This is a fucking Jan Michael Vincent. This is if you don't know Jan Michael Vincent, he was Airwolf at the time, the highest paid actor on television. Before that, like action movies. I just remember, like the fucking good looking young dude.
He was in what was that? The surfer movie, Endless Summer. Was that no? Oh, what the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
So, yeah, he was the crazy guy that was Key. He was a huge star.
Yeah, most
in
of
the
his
70s.
Yeah, most of his 70s career before Airwolf was shirtless.
Yes. On the Banana Splits, he did like that island one where they were they had a
don't know. Point is now he's fucked.
Forever.
If you do any study of Deathpool, you've probably run across
Big Wednesday.
Big Wednesday.
That was his.
It was mentioned or quoted a lot.
Yeah.
Big Wednesday star. I don't know the movie, but National Enquirer got an interview with him, and a lot of it on video, and he's just fucked. He can't even tell you're there at times, or that's how it seems. A lot of it is the guy doing the interview. The guy's name, I wrote it down, is he sucked so fucking bad that I had to find him on Twitter. And there's one guy that's with the same name. Where's it? Goddamn name. Oh, Mike Jaccarino. 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 And there's one that's a lawyer, but then you find the writer guy because he's so fucking awful. You got Jan Michael Vincent. Now he's like 69 years old, sitting on a porch, still has really nice hair, but he looks like a hobo. And he talks like he doesn't have teeth. And he's lost a leg got amputated from alcoholism. Been a fucking drunk since the 70s.
Forever.
Forever. Like Dan Haggerty at one point is quoted as saying that how many times he had to bring him Grizzly Adams, like how he had to drag him to rehab, three or several times. One point he stole his like Porsche or Lamborghini out of the driveway and got into a fucking huge police chase with it, and then evaded police and came back to the house and said, wow, this thing fucking hauls ass. And then fucking Dan Haggerty went down to the store and was surrounded by fucking SWAT. He's like, I wasn't driving this earlier. So he's like, yeah, I lost touch with him. The guy's a sad case. So this guy's interviewing him. And he's terrible. The guy's he's acting like he's talking to a fucking child, which he kind of is, but he's like yelling and can't get. I timed at one point. How do you want to be remembered? He took 40 seconds to ask that question. Jan, how do you want to be remembered? Like if in 30, 40, 50 years from now, when people look back, like my kids, when I tell my kids 40 seconds of this hemming and hawing, like I guess, what I'm trying to say is like 40 seconds. How do you want to be remembered? I don't think about that.
Done.
Yeah. So they're both, it's like pulling teeth with him, but the guy asking the questions is asking him like there's a tooth that needs to be pulled, and he can't just say the question and leave the silence.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're textbook fucking retard. How you get any job in journalism. But he's working for the National Enquirer. The fact that I took time out of my day to look him up on Twitter to tell him he sucked, but not ever actually follow through because I feel that's mean. Point is, at some point, this is not in the video, but it's in the text. At some point, he's talking about his leg being amputated. It got chopped off, and then he got from an infection from whatever, from being a drunk, and then they had to get another infection after they chopped it off, so they had to chop even more off.
Ugh.
And asking about this, hang on.
Are you sure he doesn't have diabetes or something?
It was some kind of, I have no idea. Well, whatever it is.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
It was some, I can't even remember. They said what it was, some kind of shitty circulation, probably from diabetes, probably from alcohol. Anyway, there's no doubt that he's done. He's sponge-brained. And regarding his amputation, he said, I look back now, and there's nothing to be upset about when I think about what our U.S. military goes through. They're the real heroes. Yeah, they're the real heroes, as though they're trying to intimate that you, having drank your fucking limb withered and lopped off, are being confused as a hero. It's no big deal when you compare it to what our U.S. military has to go through. They're the real heroes. I'm just a guy sitting on a broken fucking porch in Vicksburg, Mississippi, whistling fucking songs with my lacatifuses, chewing on my own fucking gums and, mawing at what it used to be teefuses, trying to make a sentence. Who's your favorite actor that you worked with? Who's the actor that was the most blah, blah, blah? That was his last question. And he goes, Jan Michael Vincent. Ha, 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 ha. That's the only one he could remember was himself. Pretty sad. Yeah. So with that.
Well, I just looked it up. It's peripheral artery disease. Oh, shit.
Peripheral
artery disease.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was like blood clot, blood circulation.
I
shit.
intimated diabetes, but...
Well, that's kind of what diabetes does.
Yeah. poor circulation.
Yeah, and then
get an infection, and then
neuropathy,
gets
fucking
bad.
cold toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, though. With that happy note, I'm gonna take a break, and then we'll get some fucking things going on. Please hold while I finish this Blue Hawaiian. Hey, what's in a Blue Hawaiian? Before we bail out of here, tell these kids they might want to take this break to have a Blue Hawaiian.
All right. Stock your bar. You need 3/4 ounce light rum, 3/4 ounce vodka, 1/2 ounce of blue curacao, 3 ounces of pineapple juice, and 1 ounce of sweet and sour. I shook it and then poured it over ice. I think some of those pictures you had, it looked
I think the fucking song of the day today is actually going to go well with a Blue Hawaiian.
Yes.
If you were in a tiki bar, you could see how this fucking song. But that's in a bit. Don't go away yet, kids. We'll be right back. The word of the day today is brought to you by Boyer and Boyer Certified Public Accountants. What's the matter, Dean? You seem very frustrated. Well, it's tax time, and I can't figure out all these forms. I can't tell, is this a debit or a credit? I'm going crazy. Why don't you let Boyer and Boyer handle it? Boyer and Boyer? Yes, they're located on 2496 North DuPont Parkway, right here in Middleton, Delaware. Oh, that sounds great. How do I know that I'm not going to get bamboozled? Well, Boyer and Boyer, they take the time to know their clients and customize strategies that will fit their needs now and in the future. That sounds great, Kelly. Well, thanks, Dean. Call them now at Boyer and Boyer, 302-464-1300. That's 302-464-1300. Tell me again, Kelly, so I can write it down. I'm not really good with numbers. You crazy Dean. 302-464-1300. Boyer and Boyer. Business tax filing, formation services, individual tax preparation, e-filing, business advisory, bookkeeping services, not-for-profits, estates, and trusts. So nice, they named it twice. And your word for the day, coming to you from the Roget's Thesaurus of Words for Intellectuals, a gift from @Mr. Hennigan, Pig Dink Dingading, sedulous. That's the word right there. It's a fucking strong word.
Sedulous?
Sedulous. 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 And that means done or crafted with perseverance, diligence, and care. Sedulous. The amount of time that I put into trying to break customer service's spirits when I wake up with a head full of shame and toxicity. Sedulous. The fucking work I put in trying to make an Indian call center hang up on me when they're told they can never be the first person to hang up. You have to invoke their gods. Can't even say your mother. I hope your daughter dies in a car fire. They're rapists. The fucking guy doesn't care about women. His mother? You rape his mother. Gang rape. I'm not even going to fucking go down this road because, you know what? I don't want to burn material. And I have some Indian rape stuff that I think, yeah. Of course, I'll have to get back on stage. We're not going to do that by sitting here on a podcast now, are we? Couple things, announcements. Junior Stopka. I really fucking wish I could be there this weekend in Appleton, Wisconsin. Because not only is it a fun fuck around vibe from the top down with Cliffy, the owner, this is the club where the woman complained about us being vulgar, and I wrote the letter back to the woman and saying, we agree with you. They write the scripts. I don't know if you know how comedy works, but yeah, the club actually writes the scripts that we have to prepare as actors. And we thought
you were appalled as well.
Yeah, and she fucking completely bought it. It's that club. Fun people.
Skyline Comedy Club.
Me and the owner egged the cop one night. Like, there's fun to be had. And he has Junior Stopka and Andy Andrist on the same fucking bill in Appleton, Thursday through Sunday, March 12 through 14 of the year of our Lord, 2015. 20,000? 2,000. 20,015. Like, is there a chance that you're going to go on the wrong night?
Oh, so, that's tonight? I thought it was.
I thought that was 20,000.
I had a lot of time to prepare for this show.
Honey. Like, that's an excuse for forgetting your girlfriend's birthday.
I already booked a hotel
room.
It
says you wrote down 20,015. So I made other plans. Andy and Junior are two amazingly gifted. They have a special set of skills. They're very funny, but sometimes can go off the rails, and put them together. And it's like put two junkies. It's like Celebrity Rehab, where you, I'll slip up if you slip up. Well, you fucked up. Both of them are going to. I know what's going to happen is they'll watch each other and they'll go, well, I didn't fuck up as bad as him. So I have this much leeway to fuck up because he fucked up worse. So I'll still look good in comparison. It would be so brilliant to watch it. I'd almost implore you to bootleg the thing, but I can't do that. And if you do bootleg it, then you should be killed. But I can't go. It wouldn't be good for your sobriety, Mr. Stanhope, if you were to go to Appleton, Wisconsin, with Cocktease Kelly, whose tooth I busted out in the desert party. Yeah, Stanhope, you knocked out my front tooth. All I get is shitty tips. I had a 4-top that just tipped me like $6 on a $80 bill, and now I have to pay for a tooth. Go see that. And Mishka Shabali, hey, fucking London, listen up. Would you want me to come back there? You really want me to come back there? Then fucking go to MishkaShubali.com. Mishka, the regular podcast, the potato peelings in the sink, all of his side. If you're a depressed fucking psychotic alcoholic, and everyone in the UK is, Mishka Shubali's doing this just skin and bones tour over there. He's pulling dates out of his ass. Some of them, they're like daily. He's like, oh, I found a venue. So go to Mishka. Hey, if you can fucking hook him up with a gig. He has like 4 London dates for next week that are TBA. So maybe you own a pub and you can put him there. Fucking Mishka, he will crush. You will drink yourself into a bottomless pit of despair with fucking tap dancing all the way. You love it. Am I the only one drinking tonight? MishkaShabali.com. He's in London. I know he's there on the 11th, which is probably the day after you're hearing this, at a place called the Bedford, I believe, because I am looking at the wrong notes. I put my USA Today on top of my notes. You know why? Because I've been reading the USA Today. It gives me a reason to go to Safeway, which I can do up to 4 or 5 times a day. I'll just find a reason and just drive over to Safeway. And then get my news from the USA Today. And right here on the top, on the front, in life, it's the end of Nurse Jackie. See, I would have never known that without the USA Today. Nurse Jackie I watched about 5 minutes of that once, and I was horrified. It's a fucking terrible show. But evidently Tony Shalhoub is in it because I see his pretty face there. Tony Shalhoub, always a great comedy reference. Will never be beaten into the ground. Sounds funny. He's funny to look at. Tony Shalhoub. If you can picture it coming out of Andy Kindler, it's already perfect comedy. Tony Shalhoub. Can you not hear Andy Kindler saying Tony Shalhoub perfectly? Yeah. And I don't know that he's ever said it. So beat him to the punch. There's that. What was I saying when I was trying to... the Bedford. The Bedford in London.
March 11th.
Find him. Mishka Shabali. How do you spell that? It's not double O. It's Shabali with a U. But just fuck it up. And Google will fix it for you. Jesus.
Yeah, I've been fucking his name for years.
It's not like I said Reynolds, but it's R-A-Y, Knowles. Well, then you're going to get a lot of Mike Reynolds. There's not a lot of Mishka Shubalis. Okay, I've made my point. Yeah. I'm belaboring things. And thanks for the gifts. I had some shit. I got some more weird non sequitur kind of cartoony stuff that's overwritten and makes me paranoid when I look at it. That's how when your artwork is so drug infused that I actually get the paranoia and swampy back sweats from looking at the art that was influenced by the drugs. That's too much. Tone it down a bit. But thank you.
Where is it? Is it in here?
Books, all those little tiny books.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here.
Where's the artwork?
It's right there. But I have a fucking drink in one hand, and I get a book. Adrian, that's our friend. She wrote that thing for Harper's Weekly. She sent me a shitload of books that are cool books and like
mini books.
Conrad, what's the guy, the Hearts of Darkness guy, and and Dostoevsky, which the print is so small, but a million of these Penguin 60s classics, and they're like 3-inch by 2-inch little booklets. This one's Benjamin Franklin, The Means and Manner of Obtaining Virtue. I can't wait to read
That's not
this.
3-inch by 2-inch.
Whatever. What is it?
That's like 4 by 5.
Fucking. What's 4 by 5 is like 3 by 2. Why do you
3 by 2 is tiny. It would be like a mouse book.
So, well, all right. So it's 4 by 5. It's not. I get a fucking tape measure. You cocksucker, because I was measuring TVs
closer to
out
4
here.
by 5. You can't even find the tape measure.
Yeah, no, I can't find it.
It's closer to 4 by 5 than 3 by 2.
Well, you know what? We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we will.
And we're gonna fucking leave.
What's that? Oh, that's 5 3/4
Jesus. Oh, jeez.
by 4 1/4.
All right. Yeah. All right. It's bigger than what you said. See, you're.
Oh
fucking,
wow, I'm so fucking wrong.
You know what? It doesn't matter because you just
The
added,
visual
you added a
image.
fucking minute to a podcast that's already gone too long.
You love to be accurate, and 3 by 2 is fucking
They're
tiny.
like fucking 80 pages long. And she sent me like a dozen. I want to go on vacation with these. I want to go to Costa Rica and just sit and leave these because not only do I want to read like 80 pages of what Ben Franklin had to say in a really easy format, but I want to leave them behind at those flophouse hotels where people really count on the book you left behind because they're sleeping in a place for $22 a night. And they're going to have to read some J.A. Jance.
And they don't want to look at the ants crawling up the walls.
Yeah, and she sent me like fucking 30 of these little weird 1960s booklets of famous people.
This is the thing that I...
Look at this one. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Fireside Chats.
But see, Doug, people send you books all the time. No one takes the time to write a little note.
She sent me like 30 of the fucking things.
Then,
Is she going to write a note in every
even
one?
the people that send you one book, they don't say anything in there. You don't know.
That makes me feel worse. If you do write something in it, then I feel bad when I give it to fucking your thrift store.
It's going to go somewhere. Everyone knows that.
George Orwell, Rudyard Kipling, Baba Black Sheep.
Yeah, what?
I don't know if those are short stories or if they're hugely abridged. I don't know. But thanks for the gifts. If there's something I'm forgetting, someone sent you got a Far Side cartoon book. Thank you. It's like fucking Christmas. And I like it when I get to a place where I bitch that the gifts aren't good enough today. I get fucking gifts every day for doing nothing but yelling into a microphone. Hey, it's 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603. Send it to Doug. Yeah, thanks for the shit. I really, it makes my morning. Yesterday, what did I say? It was Sunday.
Hate
and,
Sundays.
I said I would fucking, if I did this again, I would just stock up on Xanax and take a full bar of Xanax on Saturday night when I went to bed and just keep taking Xanax every time I woke up till Monday because there's no mail on Sunday. And that's what I really look forward to the most is the dumb shit you send me, even if I get to complain, even sometimes more when I get to complain about it because I love to complain. It's what I do.
I go ahead and drink that.
I'm gonna
one
more
Choco.
shot of that fucking. We didn't even tell the people at the break.
Hold on a second.
Vine.
I can't have you drink it alone. Hold on.
You just like to say "hold on" a lot when we're trying to fucking wrap this up.
No, I have to tell you something.
What?
I did something without telling you.
What?
I'll tell you. Cheers. Choco Vine. I bought in doing the merch, we threw in the Alco condoms, of which we're now out of.
Mm-hmm.
And I also bought like 200 postcards. And I...
Oh, yeah. No, you did tell me that because the first one came back.
They're starting to come back.
You're giving... You put... that are already pre-addressed and are they stamped? Stamped pre-addressed postcards to Bingo. So all that shit going out.
And there's a little note in there explaining, hey... Just if you can, just
you put a little note in there too
that says, "Hey, if you get a chance, just send this to Bingo, drop it in the thing,
write something stupid."
Yeah, and then Tracy was helping me one day, and she was putting those addressed envelopes in the ones that are going to the UK and Australia and New Zealand. I'm like, oh shit, I should have told her, pull those from the international orders, but we just sent them out.
Who knows? Maybe it works.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, fuck it, just send it over there.
But I ran out of stamps, so we're going to start back up this week.
Well, the rest of those candy cigarettes are going to be going out in some orders. We do a proper regift, like those retweets I did.
But she doesn't know what's going on yet. But now I have bingo stamps coming in with her sticker as the stamp.
Wow, you're going to have to explain that to me when
it
I'm
doesn't
interested
matter.
off
It
the air.
doesn't matter. But now those are going to come back, and then she's going to see these bingo stamps on a postcard, and she has no idea who these people are, and it's random, like, hey, what did you have for breakfast? Yeah, that'd be great.
Excellent.
She doesn't
Good
know
work,
yet.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to get the joke so that you can play along.
Yeah, I will. And you know what else I love? Feedback on the fucking songs. I like the fucking feedback you give me on the songs because I gauge whether or not I'm a good person based on your opinion of my favorite unheard songs from my iPod, my limited but tenacious iPod. What I get in my notes today, but I didn't get around to it. There's a lot of songs that I have on my iPod that I want you to hear, that I love. There's some that are not in the final 30 because I've played them occasionally before. Double Dare by Molotov Jukebox. Fucking fantastic song, but I've played it before. I want some shit that you've never heard on this podcast.
Mishka.
And a lot of things that are depressing. There's songs that are just sad fucking songs that I absolutely love, but we're not going to close a podcast on them. So tomorrow, hopefully by tomorrow, or before we finish this, I will have my top 10 most depressing songs from my iPod. And for the Twitters out there, the tweeters here's a song that I think is good. Tell me what it is. Don't just go, here's a good song and with a YouTube link. Because I'm not going to spend 5 minutes on every fucking song and listen to it, but I might know the song. So tell me the name of the song in the tweet. You know what song I think is cool? Or this would be a good song to end with. And I go, wow, I don't know that song. Never heard of it. Maybe I'll click on it. Or maybe I'll go, I enjoy that song too, and I will favorite your tweet. But I'm not fucking sitting there and just randomly, blindly clicking on your YouTube link because I know that's your band and I know it stinks. So stop it. Tomorrow, fucking my top 10 favorite depressing songs of all time. I know one of them that's going to be in there. I don't even have it on my iPod, but it's come up recently, is Carole King, So Far Away. We've talked about that.
Ooh,
I think
tease. That's good.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I just heard it recently, and I know I've mentioned it in some context, but that's a fucking hard one. You're so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place? Ba, ba, ba. Here's one that won't be in the top 30 just because I don't want to waste space. And I know you're not, you know it. If you know it, you don't like it. If you don't know it, you don't like it. It's fucking Mean by Taylor Swift. I use it as intro music a lot of the times on the road. It's great. I bought a fucking Chevy Tahoe from a police auction, an ex-police car, not like it was like a supervisor's car, not the spinning lights, but like a police suit police car. And a guy wore a suit. He was a fucking supervisor. Well, no, he probably wore an outfit, but he just went to court a lot. I don't know what he did. But it's not a runner and gunner. It's not like Bisbee police painted over on the side. It was an administrative car. Point is, you fucking can trust it. It was kept nice, and when we bought it, it's a big stupid Chevy Tahoe, and there's the biggest car I'd ever owned, and it's a piece of shit. And I go, it's only got AM, FM radio, and CD. So I go, we're only listening to country in this, since it's a big shit kicker, stupid fucking car. All we're listening to is country music. That's all. 92.3 country, local country station is all you're allowed to play in this car. And it's funny to me. I still follow that rule. We've had it for years now. And that's where I heard Mean by, and these, I'm having, before we get to the song of the day. The song of the day is coming up. But listen to this clip of Taylor Swift Mean and tell me if these lyrics aren't written specifically for me. If I hadn't seen a picture of Taylor Swift, I think that's one of my ex-girlfriends. And she wrote, I'm so vain. I probably think this song is about how mean I am. Because tell me if this fucking lyrics don't describe me perfectly right here. See, how could you not fall in love with that fucking song immediately if you're me? And I love coming out on stage to that song. One day I'll be all right. That's that. So yeah, please give me your feedback on the songs. If you hate them, I want to know. If you love them, I want to know. Someone said after the 2 nights of Leo Sayer and 3 Dog Night, someone said, I think Bingo Bingaman's been picking the songs the last couple days.
Really?
Yeah, like. I don't know what that meant. Like, she's got really good taste in music.
No, like somehow
she's a musician.
Somehow you jumped the shark.
Yeah, wait, I don't know if you pin it on a girl, all of a sudden that was some weak shit. It must have been a girl. Yeah. I didn't get it, but here we go. This is a song number whatever. The closing song tonight. Go ahead, turn it up and enjoy it. It's one of the several songs. 2 that have been in the closing song, Aberfeldy. Remember that one? Remember back to Aberfeldy? Summer's Gone. And the summer's gone. I learned that from a commercial. This is yet another song I learned from a commercial a few years ago. It was a Heineken commercial when they first started that series of that. You know the theme. This is done by, according to Google, this song has been done by like 3 different Indian dudes. They say it's composed by, but lyrics by, but sound by, and you don't know who actually gets the credit. So a lot of Indian dudes wrote this a long time ago. This is John Pehechanho.
जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो ये शाम जवां यूं न चली जाए आज की ये शाम जवां यूं न चली जाए फिर से न आएगी या किसी के बुलाए फिर से न आएगी या किसी के बुलाए फिर से न आएगी या किसी के बुलाए जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो ना बोलो तुम, हो गए इशारे, बोलो या ना बोलो तुम, हो गए इशारे। सीधी सीधी चोट हुई दिल पे हमारे, सीधी सीधी चोट हुई दिल पे हमारे, सीधी सीधी चोट हुई दिल पे हमारे। जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो, जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो। दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ, नाम तो बताओ। जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो। चुप चुप देखा देखी नजरें दीवानी, चुप चुप देखा देखी नजरें दीवानी। जरा सी ये बात बन जाए ना कहानी, जरा सी ये बात बन जाए ना कहानी, जरा सी ये बात बन जाए ना कहानी। जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो, जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो। दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ, नाम तो बताओ। जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो।